Be ready? Start. The Punjab and Haryana High Court has directed Haryana to consider and regularize guest faculty, teachers and lecturers working in government schools for nearly 2 decades, while observing that the widespread reliance on contract teachers reflected an organized drift towards commercialization and cost cutting in educational institutions. Stop. Allowing a writ petition filed by teachers engaged during 2005-06 as guest faculty, teachers / lecturers against vacant teaching posts in government schools. Justice Sandeep Modgil held that the state could not continue to treat educators as stop-gap arrangements after extracting regular teaching work from them for almost 20 years. Stop. Referring to increasing contractualization of teaching jobs in public education, Justice Modgil asserted, stop. The widespread reliance on contract teachers reflects a systematic trend towards commercialization and cost cutting in educational institutions by recruiting educators on temporary basis. Stop. Institutions bypass standard pay scales and benefits, compromising both the financial dignity of the teaching profession and the long-term quality of student instructions. The court observed, stop. Laying emphasis on the larger social role of teachers, Justice Modgil added that the significance of a teacher's role in society as well as nation could not be understated. Stop. They were the cornerstone of the society, laying a vital role in shaping young minds. Stop. The matter was placed before Justice Modgil's bench after the petitioners sought regularization under the Haryana government's policy dated June 18, 2014. Stop. The state opposed the plea on the ground that the petitioners were appointed only as a stop-gap arrangement and not through the regular recruitment process contemplated under statutory rules. Stop. It argued that they were therefore not entitled to regularization under the policy. Stop. The state further contended that reservation policy was not followed. The preference was granted to local candidates while engaging guest faculty teachers. Stop. Rejecting the contentions, Justice Modgil held the very object of the policy would be defeated if such an interpretation was accepted. Stop. This court is unable to accept the said contention. Stop. The policy dated June 18, 2014 itself was framed to grant benefit of regularization to contractual / ad hoc employees who had rendered long service under the state. Stop. If the contention of the respondents is accepted, the very purpose of the policy would stand defeated because every contractual employee by definition enters service D hours regular recruitment, Justice Modgil asserted. Stop. The court recorded that the appointments were neither clandestine nor backdoor entries. Stop. Applications were invited, eligible candidates were considered and merit lists were prepared. Stop. The petitioners admittedly possessed the prescribed qualifications on the date of engagement and were working against available vacancies, the bench noted. Stop. The court pointed out that the state itself had continued the petitioners in service for nearly 2 decades because regular teaching requirements persisted in government schools stop. It also noted that the 2014 policy itself contained provisions for adjustment of the reservation roster at the stage of regularization stop.